Well, welcome all. It's the House of Anger. It's your host, Mike. I ain't your boy. I'm not hailing anybody. I'm not part of any clubs, cults, or crews. Just an independent creator making artwork on his iPad Pro. Listening to some music. Title of the show is YouTube is Asshole. Due to the fact that every time you play a snippet of music, they seem to be hitting you with copyright strikes. And I figure that it's the apocalypse. Like, why would why would they have anybody at YouTube working to hit you with copyright strikes? No, but there's always someone there. There's always someone there to try to stick in your back hole. So I just want to see if I can go. And by the way, I'm using CDs like we used to do back in the 90s. Remember the 90s? We used CDs. I want this to be listen. I want this to be a snark-free drama. The less drama, the better. That's all I want. Let's see. Look, I'm working on my Krampus right now. I have an outline in pencil, and that whole drama-free thing. I liked it, but when you sometimes if you poke the bear, he bites you back. That's all. There's no reason to be messing with me. There's bigger fish to fry. Yeah, so many brushes. I think Brian the Observer is streaming right now. I'm very sorry if I did it. If I undercut you, buddy. You're always welcome to join in when your stream is over. But it's time for me to listen to some music and see if there's anybody there at YouTube. Is there anybody out there? uh, everybody's doing their social distancing, and they're doing a great job of it so far. I'm keeping myself busy by going outside. And that doesn't mean going to the bar and sitting next to some grimy dude and hanging out with them. It means that I am going out into nature when there's not a lot of people, and not a lot of young, unintelligent individuals congregating. It means that I'm going outside enjoying nature, something I should have been doing from day one. And when I say day one, I don't mean for my life. I'm just saying from since all this stuff started. Actually, I should be doing a lot more. I like hiking. I like nature. I like being outside. And yeah, it's got people a little stressed. I mean, people are a little on edge. But I get to draw a lot. Actually, it's not much different than my normal life. It's not gonna. I don't have to clock in or anything. So just want to. I drew a. I did a live stream on Twitter and on I did it on the fake book as well of me drawing the cover of Black Forest too, because I was gonna do a memoir book, but then I realized that I have a lot that brings back a lot of tough memories that I have to just put on paper and create a thing where I don't I'm not necessarily comfortable with right now due to the state of our society as a whole. And I'm trying to be as positive as can be. That's why I don't want to have a negative book and me stressing myself out because a year ago, I mean 13 months ago actually, I had my surgery and I've been doing pretty good. So I am not going to try. I'm not going to make anything about that. So just enjoy the artwork. If you have something to say, you got a comment, you want to throw it out there, and I'm looking. My head's popping up every once in a while. But let's see if those assholes hit me with copyright strikes for the music that I bought. It is my music. I own it. I am not a member of these bands, and nor do I condone piracy. Hell yeah. But this is my music. I own it. Am I part of the record company? No. I'm using what's called Procreate. 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 See, I need to turn off my Twitter notifications while streaming, while drawing on my iPad, because sometimes salty tweets come up and messages, and then especially when I was affiliated with a certain group of people that was performing gaps, like their chats would have messages come up and people would see them and they would freak out. It's like I was part of the CIA or something. Meanwhile, it's just a bunch of lonely people in their basements. So, yep, I said it. I'm sure this social distancing is very, very good for them. I'm sure it's conducive to their behavior. And that's not me talking shit. I'm just making a statement. And I have so many brushes that I have bought or downloaded for this app and they're all different shapes and sizes. Like I can make I can basically, do whatever I want. I'm like the Joker in Suicide Squad. Instead of laying around a whole bunch of knives and spinning around and laughing, I have markers and art supplies and all sorts of stuff. I have an art supply fetish, and my fiance loves it. No, I'm kidding. She's fine with it. It's just that I have a lot. This poor little German child is being abducted by the Krampus. This is coming from String Cheese Incident, which is awesome. Support jam bands. My favorite band, Fish. Last night did a stream, free on YouTube, from like 2012. Shut up. Sorry, guys. My suggestion is try, pen and ink. Obviously, what to do on nails or what to do in general, because pen and ink is probably one of my favorite forms of media. In fact, a lot of my artwork, if you notice, like a lot of my artwork is mixed media, not just traditional art. But when they say that, when a lot of people I see a lot of people popping off on the internet saying that why are you going digital? You have to be original, digital sheeting, and like, yeah, but you have to have originality, brain first, and creativity. You can't just take a digital app like this and just make an artwork out of it. Yes, it's a tool to use to get around, but you're not cheating. You have to have originality. Thank you, Sadie, for those kind words. Those are coming from Sadie, saying that. I thought I considered it cheating for a little while there because it's not traditional media. It's not pen and paper or pencil and paper. But listen, I've been stuck at home and I've been having a little bit of a writer's block and artist block, and I found that if I go back to digital, I'll go back to digital. What are you gonna sue me? And by the way, the people that said that my book looks like it was printed, you have to make a PDF and send it to the printing company anyway. So that's why some pages look like they were scanned, because they had to be scanned. Because I start out traditionally and then I move to digital and make a PDF file. That's how it works, geniuses. So I'm not trying to be salty or mean or trying to stir the pot, but I don't think people understand how a comic book is made. They just like to talk. If you want to bring me to the table and make a comic you're more than welcome to do so. But will it be good? Who knows? Sorry about the notifications. I need to turn them off. Oh, Sonny and Brian are backstage? Oh, okay. Hey, buddy. Can you hear me?
Check 1 2. Can you hear me? Yeah,
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Ah.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. Lima Charlie, 5x5. I can hear you, Brian.
All right. Is it too staticky?
No, it's good. Is the music too much? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Stupid.
It's too loud?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Like, is the music overbearing? Too much?
No. It's just that my buds are okay. So okay, maybe this will work. Yeah. Maybe this will do better.
What?
Dude, am I the only one in here that doesn't draw?
Okay. Yes. Yes, but you're right.
Dude, I can't even draw a stick figure. Even my stick figure comes out crooked.
You know what? A lot of people say that I can draw a stick figure. Guess what? You can draw. That's how do you think I started out some of my my more complex like work. I can't just do it off the cuff. I need to use a stick figure. I start off with a stick figure. You know what I'm saying?
So you guys see my doggo?
I see a circle. I see oh, that's your doggy? Sonny? Oh, he muted himself.
I'm good, right?
No, yeah, but he muted him. Oh, Sonny, is that your dog?
So I always thought my dog was a Belgian Malinois.
A what?
Yeah, I thought he was a Belgian Malinois forever, but I just did some app called Belgian Malinois. But I just used an app called Dog Scanner, and you take a bunch of pictures of your dog, you upload it, and it will tell you what your dog looks like.
And
the app now said he's in
Same. I swear.
Well, no, get this. Now the app is saying he's an American Dingo, or a Carolina. What do they call it? Carolina dog, Dixie Dingo, American Dingo, because he's small, right? He's short.
Yeah. My dog. They look like their brother.
Where are you going?
Twins.
I mean, that sounds like a stripper's name, Dixie Dingo.
Dixie. Oh, yeah.
Dixie Dingo.
Gentlemen, get your hands together and your get your dogs.
Yeah, they said Dixie Dingo, American Dingo. So I started reading. I was just looking up online, and it says they're like the most ancient dog. They're the only true wild dog of America. They're only domesticated and found in like the 70s. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, I don't even know.
But I don't even know if I can get him DNA tested.
My dog is.
Yeah, there's an American Dingo and an Aussie Dingo, and I don't know the difference. I haven't looked that up yet.
My dog.
But I think I'm gonna get a DNA test. It's like $50, right?
Yeah, I did it. My fiance did it actually. She is not my fiance. The dog is Australian Shepherd, Border Collie, Beagle, and German Shepherd. Australian cow dog. So there's a lot mixed together in that in my doggie, in my Lola. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So after that test, all the results came back, and we always thought Belgian Malinois. However you say it, Malinois. I just think of
Malinois. Yeah, we don't know if he's a Malinois or the American Dingo, but he's really short, and Malinois are taller, right?
Well, yeah, my dog.
But he does look like a Malinois, man.
Lola.
What are you, Gunner? You can't have this cigarette. We don't have pockets. You can't smoke.
All right, let me go for a second. Oh, she looks like hold on one second. Lola.
And look at his freaking ears, dude. His big floppy dingo ears.
You can go somewhere with that.
Lola.
Well, don't mind my messy bed.
Well, she's being
I just
difficult.
woke up.
She's laying in my bed. Well, my dog is laying in my bed.
Because when I got him, everyone was like, "Bro, that's a mound one." That's what I thought too. Because we got him as a puppy. He's a rescue.
Yeah. My dog is a rescue as well. She was in a kill shelter. Yeah. Well, we got people. Hold on. And hold on. There she is. Look. You see her? Lola.
Yeah.
Looks just like your dog, right? See? I mean, exactly. She got hit by a car 2 weeks ago, and she's fine. It's crazy. I mean, I always thought the same thing. And she runs. Does your dog run a lot? Oh, he's removed from stream.
He's all day, bro.
What's that?
You just zoomies all day.
Did you remove yourself from the stream, or?
I didn't remove myself from the stream.
Come here, Gunner.
I don't know. Can you guys?
Oh, maybe I did. I don't know what the hell I hit.
Okay.
Is she really protective? Because he's really protective, man.
Of my son.
He's a great guard doggy, but he's short. Your dog looks. See how short he is?
She's 50. She's 50.
What can I put him up against for?
50 pounds.
Yeah, we think when he got weighed last time, he was 37, but that was a few months ago, so he's like 10 months old now. Like,
Yeah, she's 6, and she's probably
sit.
50.
Try to sit. Or just stand up. Sit there. Oh.
And if you can see what I'm working on.
See how short he is?
Yeah. I mean, my dog is pretty small as well. I mean, not. Yeah, she's.
I don't look them up. They're called American Dingoes. I like Dixie Dingoes.
He's only a little bit smaller than my dog. You see, what I do is
you should get her a dope custom collar.
oh, that's America. That's cool. Yeah, her collar is pretty gay.
Even got the little. I put this on there so hopefully he won't get shot.
Oh, it's a blue line. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh shit, he's cool."
I'm just gonna take these layers off and see how my creative process. See, I draw like a stick figure and just shapes, and then I go in with the ink. This is how I start my drawings, and with like shapes and lines, and then I give it some I bring some life to it, and then I take the layer off, and then I go in again with the colors. I do a base, and I usually use a paintbrush. I have so many brushes, so I'm like, I don't even know what to pick. Watercolor today? Maybe.
I need to get like a tripod for my phone so I can like set it up and do shit like this. Having to hold it all the time.
Yeah,
magnetic.
that's what I'm using right now. Is I got this tripod.
It's metal.
I got this tripod from Staples for like $15.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it's flexible. Yeah, so check it out here. I'm gonna
this
tripod.
This thing is dope. It's
right
man, you guys are like doing shit. Oh yeah, I seen those on Amazon, I think as well. Yeah, I definitely need to get one of those.
It's I
have to hold like one hand like an asshole. And it's like super annoying sometimes.
You just stick your phone up against it and it works. And I was afraid. I'm like, oh, magnets. It would wipe my hard drive. No, not at all. Oh, look at you.
I need to get your actual earbuds as well.
Yeah, I can't find mine.
Every store in America is closed, so no can do. No es posible, as they say in Spanish. Es imposible.
or show you my yard.
Yeah, you have a pretty big yard. My yard is like what I think just
Well,
just
sure, right?
just
So,
shy of a half acre. Yard.
farmers don't pick their shit up, as you can tell.
My dog is very protective of my 6-year-old son. Like she'll bark at you if you're like messing around with him, and she'll get all pissed off and like anxious.
Well, your doggo?
My dog, yeah. She'll get like my
Dude, is your
6-year-old
dog a
boy.
good guard doggy too? Because mine's like super.
She goes ape shit.
They say they're good with kids as well.
She's amazing with my kids. Like my son, when they first met my dog, and like I know it took. I was dating my fiance a couple months before I actually introduced the kids to her, and
My brother.
apparently she just like loved my kids. Like every time she sees them, she like tries to lick the hell out of them, which is a good thing. And I was actually thinking about fostering one, but you gotta think. I live down. My mom lives downstairs. I'm in an apartment, and she's got a dog that's like 13 years old, 14 maybe, and old and fat, and just like Florida, old age, home age. And she can hardly get up the stairs or walk around. She's so obese and like old. So it's not fair for the old dog because the puppies bite and attack, like play bite them, but still they don't know. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, my buddy has my cat's 15, and he used to be like really freaked out by my dog, my puppy. But now we've had him like 5 months. He's kind of, mellowed out around him and shit. Stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're not on my channel.
Yeah. All right, I got
shit fuck balls. All right, I feel better now.
So many of those All right, Heather, go back to work. Enjoy. I have so many of those little green things, like for making shapes and cheating. Well, I wouldn't call it cheating. I'm just saying, guides, because I'm not good at drawing circles, or straight lines.
So can you guys do like Can you guys do that pen drawing style? Like where they use a pencil or whatever? Or is that the one where they poke it like 20,000 times? Like they poke it?
Oh, stippling?
Stippling? Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I haven't done stippling since high school.
I'll send you guys.
Dude,
I'll send you guys some pictures.
In Black Forest Part 1, and my colorist would curse me out and yell at me.
Is it too windy out here? Can you guys hear the wind?
I hear a little bit of wind, but it's not bad where I can't focus, or it's like taking away from what's going on in the stream.
Okay, cool.
I do stippling, and Tina yells at me saying, "How am I supposed to color this with all the stippling and the shading?" So, yeah, I mean, she doesn't like it when I but I used to do stippling in high school and in college. I did go to
you guys draw me like a badass.
Whatever you
badass. Like if I send you guys a picture of a pistol, could you guys draw like a badass picture of it or whatever? Like I don't know what that's called.
What do you want us to draw?
I'll commission it and stuff.
Like what would you like?
Like a badass pistol. Like if I send you a picture of my pistol, can you draw like a badass? I'll send you some pictures of this dude in my group. He kind of like promotes his art shit. But I'll send you guys some pictures of it because I don't know what the style's called or whatever. But I think he does it with pencils.
Is it Glock 9?
I'm not sure.
You don't know what kind of pistol you have?
Yeah, it's a drawing and it looks like super real.
I'm just saying, is it a picture of your pistol?
I'll post it in the Twitter chat.
And we're not talking about. I'm not talking about anatomy. I'm talking about weapons. firearms. So yeah, Brian may get a little.
Yes, yeah, it would be a picture of my pistol. He does like. I thought that looked real. I'll show you guys in the. Hang on, I'll post it right now. Actually, in the group chat.
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't know like what the style is called or whatever. I don't know. It just looks cool.
You see, I
One
like
second.
I mean everything. I mean stuff from life, and, mostly stuff from my head, like this, like comics and poetry. But if I have a reference, yeah, I could probably bang it out. Or Brian, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I do.
Well, I'm not that good at drawing pistols.
I do need guide. I do need a guide.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, look at me. I'm drawing on graph paper. You know, because I'm bored of my. Just like I took one of the stories that I wrote down like last year, and I'm like, well, I got graph paper. I could draw it, and then when I'm done, I can put it on the light box and ink.
Yeah, I have a light box, dude. I mean, light box is a good investment, but you know, some can be expensive.
I got mine for like $40 at Hobby Lobby. It's a small one.
Yeah, I have a small one. And actually, someone gave one to my son for Christmas, and I used his little light box more than my big expensive one. So,
and you know what else sucks? I bought one of those projectors.
Oh, I never bought the projector. Those are like $300.
Well, I got a small one for I think $30, but it only projects like a 3x5.
Oh, really?
3x5 picture. Yeah, but it can go
like regular comic paper that's 11x17. It's not feasible.
Well, yeah, like if you want like maybe a 6x6, I think, but if you basically see a picture in a magazine, you want to draw it, you put it on that projector, and then you just shoot it on the wall, and you put a canvas in front of it. And
what do you think? Like a lot of these graffiti artists do with like Banksy or like Shepard Fairey, they use light boxes and they project it, and they make whatchamacallit, and they make stencils and they use it for graffiti. So, I mean, if you see any of these like graffiti of like actual pictures, it's them just using a light box and tracing over it, and then cutting out the shape so it'll be you can use spray paint on it. So if somebody spray paints like what that guy Shepard Fairey is famous for is all the Old Bay stuff, and that picture that I happen to not enjoy is the one with Obama on it. I don't want to get political here, but like the Hope one that's red and blue. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah, and he also did a whole bunch of Andre the Giant ones, like
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He's like 7'2", 550. My posse, like that I liked, but he's one of those weirdos in California. That's what happens in California, in your state, buddy. So, Sonny Cat, you have a pistol. How hard was that getting that pistol? Like the whole process of it, because they're just making it harder and harder for people to get things.
What state do you live in?
I live in New York.
It depends on your state. Oof.
Yeah, but I'm also retired law enforcement as well. So I mean, but I'm also out on. There's a lot of contributing factors as to why I can't have one.
Did you get your my buddy's a retired Leo, and
the guy letter?
What do they call that? You can get a national concealed carry permit, right? Like you can get you have to qualify like once a year, I think, or every other year. But it lets you carry. It's for specifically for retired Leos.
Yeah, saying that you are.
But it lets you carry everywhere in the country.
Yeah,
it gives you like automatic concealed carry permit.
That's the House Resolution 213, I think it was. HR 213. That's the law that they passed.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Yep.
I know. I worked in an international airport with people.
And I'm like, sweet, bro.
People just can't bring
Yeah, it should
all over the world to go kill animals. Yeah, I know.
It should help. That should help you get one. But states, it's hard because each states have different laws.
New federalism, my friend. That's why every state is different. You know what I'm saying? It's just like every state is different. This is actually
like my pistol. So like, I went on grabagun.com. Check it out, guys. It's awesome. And I just bought it. I typed in my zip code. It picked the FFL they had on file in my area. I picked the one that had the best transfer fee and shipped it. I got a shipping notification when it arrived, like any other package. I drove my happy ass down to the gun store. Filled out my background check paperwork, handed them my concealed weapons permit. 5 minutes later, I walked out with it. Boom.
Yeah, a couple of my relatives went to this as of recently, and one's retired and one's active, and they went to the gun store and they said it was like a pandemonium. It was crazy there. It was like there was like a line out.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
They were out of
yeah,
bullets.
dude.
And then I was talking,
bro, and guns. Everything's gone.
Yeah, guns are gone.
They said that 80%. They said 80% of the purchases are all new gun owners too. So it might actually make people actually, maybe not want to ban them now because they own one. That'd be cool.
You know what? Maybe it'll get some of the illegal ones off the street. In the meantime, too, if they're selling them to people that want them, instead of getting it to perps and criminals, it's insane how they have all these strict gun laws, and how
I saw like
what's that?
Yeah, and all it affects is us, right? Like the Crip or Blood gang member down the street isn't like, yo, dog, you got a 10-round mag in that illegal Glock. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
You got a permit. You got a concealed weapons permit for that Glock, yo. Like it doesn't. All you're doing is hurting us, right?
Yeah,
you're not really affecting.
How are they getting it? I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, it's just like.
They steal them. They usually just steal them.
They
can float around.
Yeah.
People can do straw purchases as well. That is a thing. But I guess for my buddies that have own gun shops, they say it's actually kind of rare, like a legit straw purchase. So that's another thing too. So like your family member, right? Like say you're like my immediate family, I can buy you a gun as a gift. But a lot of gun shops will say like, oh, no, you can't do that because that's a straw purchase. It's like, well, actually, a straw purchase by the ATF is buying a gun for a person that's a felon that can't legally own one, right? If you can legally own one, it's not a straw purchase. Like I was telling Sadie, she was looking at calling up shops. She's from New York as well, I believe. And she was like, yeah, they said that I can't get a gun because of this. And I'm like, hey. Like not all gun stores are like know their shit, right? Like some of them, it's no different than working at McDonald's. It's just a job.
Yep. Like Sonny, are you familiar with the chain Shoot Straight?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
They're cursed, bro. They're cursed, bro.
They are, man.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a good place to go because they got a range and you could test out what you want, and then that way you know what you want, and you go to a gun dealer that you know is legit. And if they don't have it, they typically can order it for you.
And you'll get better prices.
And you'll get better prices.
Yeah, and if you buy online, you can get much better prices. Like Shoot Straight will stick it right. Dude, they will rake you over the coals like above MSRP sometimes.
Yeah,
the reason we say the curse is
I think it's Shoot Straight as a video rental store, and you see this game that you want, but you want to go rent it first to test it out before you buy it. You know how it used to be. That's what Shoot Straight is.
Okay.
Yep. And they're kind of dinks. They're kind of asshole. But why we say they're cursed is like, dude, they have a history of a lot of people committing suicide at their ranges. Like a lot of murders and suicides happen there. It's ridiculous. Like it's insane. Yep. So that's why everyone's like, oh, they're cursed. But yeah, they have a big selection and a rental range. So a lot of us use it just to hit up the rental. And I try to tell people too, right? Like if you're guys, especially you guys are doing your first time purchases, pay the money. I mean, you might cost you $100, maybe like $150 tops. Look online and see some of the pistols and stuff like on YouTube from the GunTube channels and see what you think you might like. You know, make a list, go to a shop with a rental range, pay the money and rent them and put a box of ammo through each one. And whichever one you shoot the best, buy it.
You see, I'm already of since I'm LEO and I'm a veteran, I have access to go to a range and all it cost me is like $3 to shoot by me. And it's right near where Lindbergh. It's actually right near where Lindbergh did his cross-Atlantic flight. There's a it's actually he started. They say New York City, which makes me laugh, but it was actually on Long Island where he took off from, like the space, and they actually have a museum right there. But there's a range there. If you show them that you're a veteran, you show them your DD-214. If you show them that you are a law enforcement officer, you show them your shield. They have no problem.
They give you a big discount.
They charge me $3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice, dude. That's what's up. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it feels really great in my hand," and I'm like, "Dude, think of it like buying a car. It'd be like going to a car dealership, just sitting in the car in the parking lot, and then buying it. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't do that. You would test drive it first."
I tell you, there's a lot of things that feel great in your hands. There's certain guitars that feel great in your hands, but they sound like crap.
I don't play guitar. I wish I did.
Yeah, same thing, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, some states have like waiting periods, and it's.
But I know that that with buying a car, you have to look around. You can't just hop into a Nissan Sentra and said, "All right, what do I owe you? Like, what's the down payment?" Maybe you should look around.
Yep. Like, man, this car feels really good in my butt cheeks, so I'm just gonna buy it now.
It has a butt cheek warmer, so I'm gonna buy it.
Yep.
Lincoln Town Car. Lincoln Town Car. Crown Vic, I love those.
And like, dude, there's a lot, especially females, bro. They get a lot of bad information, dude, at a lot of shops. They get horrible. They'll be like, "Here, take this little 5-shot J-frame snub nose," and it's like, yeah, it's super tiny, but it's also very painful to shoot. Like, it's actually an expert's gun. They're not fun to shoot.
Is the Beretta. I sucked. The Glock, I can shoot.
Oh no!
What? What? You didn't like that?
I'm a big
Beretta. That I hated shooting Berettas.
I'm a Glock. I like Berettas. I'm a polymer guy. I mean, I used to be a big Glock guy. That was how I got into firearms. But I'm an M&P guy now, so
I
go with the M&P
too. The Headland Koch, the car. The car is like
kind of dirty.
Like it's a toy that you can lose it. Like it would fall if you had a hole in your pocket. It would fall out. I swear.
But I like the 2.0. I hated the 1.0s, but the 2.0s are fucking legit, dude.
Oh yeah.
Very aggressive grip texture. That's an aftermarket trigger, so that's not stock, but it's flat shooting, dude. I'm actually substantially more accurate with this pistol than I ever was in my Glock, and I've had like 8 years behind the Glock, right? So
yeah, I had the 19 for I don't know 13 years. So
yeah, this is, I guess, this is Smith & Wesson's equivalent to the Glock 19. This is the exact dimensions, right? 15 round mag, 4-inch barrel.
At the range, sometimes the range master gets like a little. He's very bucky, which means like he's obsessed with guns. And he was a combat marine, and he would just bring all these weapons in, and just like, hey, let's you know, when you're done qualifying, let's play. And he would bring out like AK-47s and you know, like sniper.
Hell yeah!
And we'd be sitting there at the range, like, bah, bah, bah. You know, it would sound like a war zone. But yeah, I don't particularly love guns, but I support them. I mean, I never brought mine home because I have 2 kids. But I also think that you know, if you want to have one, you should be able to have one. I don't think if you're not a felon, and if you're not mentally ill, yeah, take it.
Yeah, that's what I'll get. Like, hey man, it's cool if you don't want to own one or don't like them. Like, don't buy one, but don't try and take away my natural born right.
Yeah.
To one. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, I hear you. I mean, there's a second.
I'm not gay or anything, but like I'm not like, oh, we got to ban gay marriage because I don't like it. Like that's messed up, dude. That's un-American.
No,
live and let live, bro.
No,
as long as you're not hurting no one, dude. Do whatever the hell you want, man.
I serve my country, and I serve the you know, and I was law enforcement for a very long time. So, I mean, I lived around guns, MP4, M5, M16, M60, the SAW, the squad automatic weapon. I mean, like I've shot that unit.
I love to own a SAW. Dude, you see they just released a civilian version of the SAW? It's semi-auto only.
How? Like
it's semi-automatic only.
Yeah, I'm like, how are they doing that?
So it's lame. So you're like a belt-fed machine gun with 200-round belt. Like, dude, after like 50 pulls, you're like, my finger hurts.
A SAW, like a semi-squad automatic.
Yep, the semi-squad automatic weapon. And they just came up the last year with a paratrooper version as well. So it has like the collapsible stock and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're semi-auto. It's like, man, that's no fun.
Yeah,
and they're like $8,000, dude. They're $8,000 for semi-auto.
And you know what I want to get? And Sonny, don't judge me for wanting to get this. I want to get the Judge.
Honorably.
I want to get the Judge mostly because if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're all groggy and stuff.
Look.
My philosophy is aiming is overrated. So I just like
get a white light. I highly recommend any gun you guys plan to use for defensive use, put a white light on it. Put a weapon mounted light on it. PID is extremely important. Proper identification. Like you can Google it right now, guys. People shoot their own family members and friends all the time. They hear a bump in the night, they shoot at shadows. Like, man, an $80 weapon light, $100 weapon light would have saved you a lifetime of, heartache.
It's like when we're at the
smoking a family member.
I would, and it would be going to night mode, and you'd have to shoot in the dark. I wouldn't use my flashlight. I would I would use the reflection of the cop next to me, and my tritium night sights on my cock, and just shoot that. So
modern techniques. So there's all different kinds, but it's weird. Like it all evolves. Like every couple of years, it changes and adapts. You know what I mean? Like we evolve. Even the way we do reloads now changed from just 6 years ago. But like the modern technique is like, say it's pitch black in my room, okay, and I'm like, oh shit, some crackhead. I hear a noise over there. I would tap my light on, just a PID. That's a crackhead with a fucking knife, and then you gun him to the ground, and light comes off, right? Like you don't just. You could leave it on if you wanted to, but we don't do that anymore.
Well,
so we would just hold PID, bang, 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 gun them to the ground, and then you're good. But weapon lights are important. If you notice, guys, all of my firearms have weapon-mounted lights on them for that reason, and night sights as well.
Well, yeah, and I never had a weapon mounted.
But if I
never had the light, but I always relied on the tritium, on the plutonium.
Yes.
whatever it is.
But if I had to pick one, if there are like night sights or a light, I'd pick the light. Because at nighttime with the light on, you can see your sights, right? So it does work. But it's just weird, like how much we change in techniques, you know what I mean, in just a few years. Like it's cool though, right? It's like you're always learning and evolving and getting better and faster.
Well, I know that like they had they use the FBI method, and there's all different types. They used to make a shoot like the FBI way, or the way where like you can
yeah, like the temple index where you keep the light like up by your head or your neck, right?
Yeah. I would like to.
Yeah.
I would always get yelled by the range instructor because I am better shooting righty than lefty. So I would take the gun with one hand and just use the and like put the flashlight onto the target with my left hand, and just shoot it with my righty instead of using two hands, like with the flashlight underneath like my hand. It's so awkward. It just felt weird.
Yeah, it is really awkward, man. I don't like shooting like that either. That's why I just put weapon mount and light, so I get two hands on the gun. You know, more control.
Yeah, and
I practice shooting offhand because I'm a righty with pistols and a lefty with long guns, so I'm kind of like a freak. But I'm horrible offhand, dude. I practice it and I'm still trash. Like it's like, well, I ever got to shoot offhand. I hope that guy's like 2 feet in front of me because.
Yes. Understandable. But yeah, I mean, but those days are done. Maybe down the line, I may get something for defense of the house. But I also need a good safe because I like I said, I have little ones.
Yeah, I was just looking at. My buddy sent me a link. I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to spend my Trump money on what? So I don't know if you guys have Rural King up there because I know I didn't have it when I lived in Maine. But Rural King is having a sale right now on a 18 gun safe. It's like a really nice gun safe for $299, and it's like solid 16 gauge. You know, it's like a legit 200-pound safe.
Well,
you can obviously put more shit in it than just guns. You can put like
I know my
passports, jewelry.
What do they get? MP4s. At the gun store the other day. And they were out of and they were sold out.
It would make sense to get like a few gun safes and like have one be a legit wardrobe.
Yeah, I saw one that had a hidden room. It looked sick, dude. I was like, what?
I was watching a show yesterday about like these disaster people, and it's insane how insane these people are. It's like they're probably already inside of their bomb shelters.
Oh, the Doomsday Prepper show?
Yeah. I was watching on Netflix. I'm like,
yeah, some of those guys are crazy as fuck, bro. Like, not gonna lie. We're not all like that. Most of us are normal.
No, we're not all like that. We're not.
I'm definitely not normal.
Goods and like distilling alcohol into drinking water, and so we can get drunk. But we can distill it. We can take the water and use it to drink regular water, but get drunk in the process. I mean, like, oh yeah, and all the machines that we have run off this alcohol that we have. And I'm like, dude, just how about you just go get a generator?
Some of those guys get weird, bro. Like some of those guys get really weird. It's like this weird fantasy, dude. It's like this weird fantasy, bro.
Like they're gonna be inside of a fallout shelter, and then they're gonna come up.
Yeah, like some Rambo shit.
Yeah.
Like some action movie, like, bro, it's not going to be like that, dude. It's going to be pretty fucking horrific.
No, it'll be bad. But like, no, like some of these guys, and I'm in and around some of the circles just because, I like to be prepared, and I'm all about preserving stuff. But, some of them actually have like a fantasy boner about society breaking down. Like they want it to happen. Like, why?
What about these militiamen? They are the same way, dude.
Yeah. Well, they're part of it.
I mean, a lot of them are like they think it's the end of the world, and they're arming themselves to fight the government. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, the government's trying to help you, dude. I mean, we're not in China. I mean, or
China. Yeah, I can't do a Trump accent thing.
China.
You know, we're not in Venezuela. We're not in a communist country. We're not in a socialist society yet. But
for real, they're not gonna like lock us down and execute us and drag us off to secret.
No, there's not gonna be a hole dug in the ground with.
I mean, if Bernie gets elected,
with gunshot wounds to the head. I was alluding to without getting too political. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Okay.
Tina wants to be in part of this.
Yeah, they get weird about it, bro. And like I prep too, but not like this weird fantasy world, you know. Where I'm like, oh yeah, man, I can't wait.
No, I think all Italian. By the way, I think all Italian moms, they have a shitload of canned goods. I mean, my mom.
You guys see my Chef Boyardee stockpile?
My mom has like cans of tomatoes and like ragu, so like not even ragu, like you know, like the real deal Italian like tomatoes, and like stuff for, I mean, canned goods and coffee and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, Mom, what do you do with this? You know, the zombies are coming, and I'm like, Mom, what the fuck are you talking about? You've been watching way too much Walking Dead. I'm like, you gotta chill. You know, I love her and I understand where she's coming from. But
does she live in like New York City and stuff as well?
She lives downstairs.
Oh damn, dude, you'll be set now, bro. When the lockdown, you'll be eating good, dude.
Yeah, I have been. Yeah, you know, I had some like fantastic meatballs the other day. So,
bro, I'm a Polak, but I feel like my inner spirit is definitely an Italian. Because, like, dude, I will put away some chicken parm.
Hey, man, once this thing lifts, you come over here. I'll take you to a couple of good places, man. You won't be disappointed.
Dude, Sonny, are you in Florida or Cali?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
You're in Florida? Why do I think you're in California?
You're in Central Florida, right?
Yeah, Nature Coast.
Okay.
I don't know where Nature Coast is.
Citrus
County. Yo, I was
hey,
watching
Brian.
a show about this. How you doing, Tina?
Hey, Mike.
I haven't seen you in ages or spoken to you.
I know.
Are you feeling better?
No.
No?
No, I get the shot next Tuesday. I got to go to Tuesday.
Oh my God, you broke my heart when you said you're sad and lonely. Why you do that to me?
I'm so sad. Because I was all in the chat. I'm like, well, bring me in, damn it.
All right, now we got 2 people in the chat.
Oh, really? Wait, there was nobody in there the whole time.
I don't think I care. I'm like,
you're like, damn,
that's me and you, Mike.
Again? Fuck this. And they all left.
That's me and you, Mike.
What's that?
Me and you were the ones in the chat.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I mean, I'm trying to be nice, but I'm just saying, like, I had almost 400 people following me, and then I broke the channel, and then they all let me.
I know. Oh, you know what? I need to share.
Like nobody came back.
I'm sorry. That's what happens.
Listen, don't feel bad for me. Don't feel bad.
Oh wait, if I was in a chat, then yeah, I live in Inverness, Tina. I'm in Inverness.
Oh, that's where my mom is.
Oh no way!
Yeah, Floral City. Yeah, she lives in Floral City. Right on Lake Duval.
Lake Duval.
You know that dead end street you could take off of, what is it? Is it 46 or 48 or something like that?
I used to live in Beverly Hills. I just moved to Inverness. And there was just a shooting right down the street from my old house.
I don't know how you found that place even. Holy crap. I have no idea. I actually had another friend of mine too, was a dart player. Him and his wife bought property out there too. So I know what's going on at Inverness, but apparently it's a slice of heaven.
The cost of living here is super cheap, and like property taxes here. I guess I said different parts of the state it's different, but here it's $400.
Sure. Yeah, it's different all over. Yeah, it depends on the county you're in.
Yeah, my grandma is like, I pay $400, and I'm like, a month. She's like, a year. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is, yeah.
For trying to get my great aunt and uncle to move out of New Jersey. They've been living in that house
down here.
America's on it.
In Citrus County, you could get a mini mansion for New Jersey house money, because that's what my grandma did.
That's why a lot of people move here, I would imagine.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, but you know where Lake Duval is, the big lake.
Yes.
That's the lake my mom and stepdad live on right there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's
nice.
I really love. Well, your stepmom.
Yeah, I've only been here in it.
Yeah.
It's like more like a rental property that they live in, you know what I mean? Because it's a small house, but hell, they're on the lake and it's gorgeous.
Who gets on your nerves? Your stepmom, Tina?
What's that?
Who's the one that gets on your nerves? Your stepmother?
My stepmother, yeah. They live here. They live about 5 miles from me here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's close. I don't ever see her. I tell them not to bring her over here. My stepmother. She's an asshole.
Citrus County is very rural.
Founding in the comics that the Hulk is LGBT. No, he's trans.
Oh god.
So
the Hulk has always been straight. The Hulk has always been straight.
Wait, which one? Which one is trans? Is Bruce Banner the trans, or is Hulk the trans?
Wait. They're gonna make the Hulk gay?
No, trans.
He's tranny.
Whoa!
Wait, does that mean
muscular green man a woman?
Does he turn into the Hulk and then get a dink, or how's that work?
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering.
I mean,
or is he like a dude and then turns into a chick Hulk?
Yeah, does he turn back into Bruce Banner, or Bruce Banner turn into a chick?
That's so
I don't. I really.
So I mean, really.
Chung. No, that's the other guy. What's the name of the other Hulk? The
ridiculous
season one.
Which Hulk?
The Chinese Hulk.
Oh, Amadeus Cho.
Chinese Hulk.
I called him. Yeah, I called him Miles.
Can we just have that Hulk die because he's a commie?
Yeah, mate. Gamma. I mean, you can't.
China Hulk starved to death.
You never know. Yeah.
And guess what I'm doing, Mike?
Did you guys?
You are.
I am coloring with my colored pencils right now. I'm so happy. I'm just my colored pencils.
I'm just doing off the cuff. I'm just,
Well, me and Brian are waiting to figure out what Zoran's going through.
Yeah, I got to talk to you about that. I talked to Zoran. I don't want to say it on air though.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, understandable.
It's nothing bad. It's just professional courtesy.
Right, got it. I understand.
Well, we get it. We get it here. I'm not gonna pry. Where's Peter Mac today?
I don't know.
I guess he's busy.
But yeah, we definitely need to do a Florida People's meetup. That'd be cool.
Oh my gosh, I know there's a bunch of us here.
You'd have Chuck Dixon. You'd have Florida Rolls Deep.
Let's see. Yeah, Chuck Dixon's here. DJ D is here.
Yeah.
You know who else is there? Is what's his name? Kyle Critter. He's there.
Yeah. Well, Kyle's in St. Augustine.
Yeah. St. Augustine,
nice area.
First county in America, correct?
Oldest city.
Oldest city in America.
Yeah. Oldest city in North America.
Super haunted.
The first jail.
Wicked haunted.
It is haunted.
Wicked haunted, brother.
Yeah, supposed to be.
Yes.
I'm just south of Casadega.
I want to go to New Orleans.
I'm just south of Casadega, which is a spiritualist community.
Yeah, the whole Caribbean's haunted. Okay, it's
yeah.
Well, I'm getting married in Jamaica, so I may have a voodoo spirit coming after me when I'm in there.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I'm getting married in Jamaica, and hopefully this is.
When's the date, Mike?
July 12th, and it's
July
after quarantine time.
Hey, they ain't got no virus there, bro. There's no virus there yet, right?
We got it there.
Yeah.
Ah,
Whitey bring virus. Whitey bring virus, man.
No.
A bumba clutch, a rude boy.
Yeah, rude boy. Brother. Rude boy.
Bumba clutch.
Yeah. But I want to do a mansion tour of Louisiana, of all the haunted houses and the haunted like plantations. So
yeah, that'd be cool to do that. Dude, there's supposed to be a bunch of haunted shit here in Florida too, but
there is.
I'm not doing that shit by myself. Like,
actually,
screw that.
I don't go to haunted places if I know they're haunted.
Right above the beach where I'm getting married at.
I do it with other people.
Except for I work at some haunted places.
And it's called Rose Hall. And it actually was a plantation where they had slaves, and the owner was, her ghost is supposedly haunting the place still, and the slaves that she killed.
Oh wow!
So Rose Hall, not Mary Laveau. I'm thinking about Louisiana, but it's called Rose Hall.
Laveau, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of witchcraft going on.
Yeah, we definitely got to do a Florida meetup. We can all go get shit faced and grab some grub. Maybe go shoot some guns before we get shit faced. Not after.
Right.
I want.
Full county, it doesn't matter.
Now that society,
it doesn't matter.
It's like several $1,000 fine to be in a bar in New York right now.
Wow.
So you guys know I work in the audiovisual industry, so I work with a lot of gay people as well. And one time me and this other coworker of mine, we took our gay twink coworker to the range, and he got a shotgun. I love shotguns. Like, oh my gosh, I love shotguns. So he's a pro, man. He's just shooting. I mean, twink with a shotgun. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Dude, everyone, was he kind of like iffy? Was he on the fence about guns? Like, dude, every time we take someone like that shooting, they're like, this is so fun. Oh my god, this is awesome.
Well,
it's
no, because
the bar in
everyone
in New York City that they throw axes in.
Because at the time I had a Lincoln Town Car and I went off road. It's like, I want to be like Brian. I want to shoot guns and drive Lincoln Town cars. It's like, okay, cool, Anthony.
Actually, I want to be like Brian and get swole and do burpees.
Do some burpees, bro. Get swole.
You even lift, bro?
Dude, I'll work out with you, bro. I've slackened the last 3 months though, so I'm all squishy.
Lift, bro? I think
do you even lift?
Being like a big juice head, like jacked out of his mind, like a vampire, like.
I build muscle pretty fast. I just need to do a little bit. I need to do more cardio. That's why I do.
Dude, I'm little, man. I'm a little guy, man. I'm tiny. It's hard for me to get.
I'm actually a little short with a daddy belly, but I'm not fat.
Yeah, I think I'm like $140. Like I'm 5'6", $135, $140. So I'm like little, man.
Yeah, I'm 5'3" and a quarter and 215.
How do you pack all that love?
Damn, dude, you can turn all that squishiness into some freaking muscle, bro.
It is quite a bit. It is quite a bit of muscle I do have. I do build.
Like
muscle
it depends. Like, what do you want though, right? Like, do you just want to drop some weight and get more fit, or do you want to get swole?
No, I could get swole very easily. I mean, it would take me no time. It takes me about 2 weeks. I could start pressing 200 plus pounds.
There you go.
No, I mean, I build muscle very fast, very, very fast. And I don't.
The thing I noticed too.
What's that?
They said that
Brian is short and muscled. Brian is short and muscled, so he's like me. He builds fast.
He's gonna be like Puck from Alpha Flight.
Mm-hmm. I'm more like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wasn't Puck in Alpha Flight?
Well, I'm but I'm not. Well, Wolverine was 5'3".
Oh yeah.
Puck was a midget. Puck's like that.
What I used to do is.
Well, Brian's Puck's
not a
midget.
He was strong though.
When I first moved here, my grandpa, I go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we do our lifting routine and stuff. Like flat bench, incline, all that shit. Mm-hmm. And then after, I used to go to the Y, and my YMCA has like a nature trail, and like you do one lap, and it's like half a mile or a mile. I think it's a little bit under a mile one lap, and we do like 4 or 5 laps, and that helped me. I got wicked in shape doing that. After like 4 months, man, I was like, I'm Superman. I felt great.
By the way, if you guys, while social distancing, I've been doing a lot of hiking outdoors in like places where it's kind of like, desolate, like the woods.
That'd be nice.
And yeah, I don't go hanging out at the beach, drinking beers and like making out with chicks, obviously, because I'm, betrothed.
Engaged, and your fiance would beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, she'd probably drop me in the fucking throat.
Yeah,
but,
she would break you in half.
You don't butt chug? No butt chugging? Like the spring breakers?
No.
And the guy that lived in Toilet got coronavirus. So, yeah, good for him.
Yeah,
I know. I was like, man, I hope they don't give them respirators, bro. They need to be like, dude, you're a dumbass. You forfeited your ventilator privileges.
Well, how about my I have somebody that I love that's 70 years old that's going through chemo right now, and he needs more than that I could say fucktard that licked the toilet seat.
Yep.
So,
yeah, he got the corona for doing that.
Yeah, dude, he got corona, and he was the same kid that was making ice cream a couple months ago. Like, what a fucking asshole!
No, guys like him will blow right through it too. They'll blow right through the infection because he's young. It'll just
maybe not.
Days.
It depends.
It
depends because Italy was saying that young people there are getting hit hard with it, but it might depend, right? Like, does he have underlying conditions?
Yeah,
I bet he does. Like, I bet you he got more than coronavirus from licking that toilet seat, bro.
He's probably licked anus many a time.
That is so gross.
For real. I mean, he was the one that licked the ice cream too, right? He was licking ice cream and putting it back.
Same guy?
Yeah, same guy.
He deserves to get hit with a rock.
Christ. He does.
That's what Twitter said. Twitter said it. I was like, damn, bro, it's the same guy. F that guy, bro.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the coronavirus. Just kill him.
Dude, I hope you're coughing up blood right now, you
people have families that are in chemo, that are old, they have lung conditions, they have susceptible, their maybe immune system is down.
Yep. And he's taking up their bed space and medical resources.
Is taking up
and equipment. Think about all the masks and gloves that the nurses have to go through just to check on this asshole. You know, like screw that.
I was thinking about
what a selfish shit
business where I bedazzle masks. For real,
that'd probably be really good business right now, man.
Dude,
or ventilators.
I was going to start drawing on masks, like making them glow in the dark, luminescent.
Cool.
Like. Totally,
dude, that'd be sick.
Like shark teeth and stuff like that, and like
or like the fighter nose, shark nose,
peaceful mustaches, and
I think people with 3D printers should step up, man.
What's that?
People with 3D printers should step up, make those masks. However, the Italian government cracked down on people that were doing that.
No way.
Oh yeah!
Dude, you see the videos in Spain I shared? Holy shit! There's just people laying in hallways dying. Like,
don't they have the pink army there?
There you go.
Spain, yeah, dude, those weird guys. That's their special forces. They're like an elite force or some shit.
They were making fun of the uniforms.
And then, it was Jesse being Jesse.
Yeah, it was funny though. There's one picture of this guy and. Why do they have their shirts unbuttoned so far?
It's like some weird old school thing they did.
Yeah,
someone said Spain's a communist regime now. They said
by the way,
extremely socialist.
That guy with the awesome mustache, he is not. He's from Austria. He's not an American troop.
Oh.
I did my homework. I did some research because I'm like, I was in the army for 8 years, and I never saw anybody with that type of ranking and awesome mustache.
Yeah, bro. No stashes, man. It's against your regs, bro.
Yeah, it has to be a certain amount of inches. Like she said. No, your hair has to be a certain amount
Yeah, what is it, like 2 inches on top?
2 inches on top, and a mustache has to be neatly trimmed to your lip. That goes for girls too in the Army.
Oh, another gun safe sale, boys. I'm gonna post this up in the chat for you guys in case you're looking.
Okay.
My buddy keeps, because I made all the friends in the gun industry when I had my giant, 90,000 member gun group. That some of them are still my friends. Some of them are like, oh, you don't have reach and clout anymore. What? You're not an influencer anymore? Well, go pound. But most of them are like still cool and my friends and stuff.
I know how it feels. I feel your pain.
But I'm like, damn, like, dude, that really hurt, bro. Like, I freaking almost cried, bro. Like, that was like, that took a lot of sweat and time, dude, to build that group to 90 something. That, like, we're the biggest gun group on Facebook, right? Like, it took a lot of effort, man. And we very strict in what I allowed to post. I followed community standards to a T. Mm-hmm. And what happened is you'd see we share gun deals, right? I still do it with my new remade group, which is only 800 members now. But they say in their guidelines, you can share licensed FFL dealer links. It's totally within our guidelines. So that's what I did. When they booted me and killed my group about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, they sent me another guidelines, and it said you couldn't link licensed FFL dealers anymore. I went back and looked at their terms and service conditions and stuff, and guess what? In the public version, it says you can link that shit. And the one they sent me, it says you can't. So it's almost like they have like a secret secondary terms of use code of conduct where they can willy-nilly just, oh, we don't like that, boom, you're gone. And
on Facebook?
Yep, on Facebook, yeah. And there was no recourse. It was just gone,
it's
dude.
Like, you're not allowed to free think. It's 1984 over there. It's
For
like,
real.
I posted something that was not even that political, and they're like, this is against community guidelines, whatever. I don't even know what it was. I think it was something. It wasn't even that crazy. And they're like, yeah, you need to take it down. It's against policy. I think it was actually, you know what? Yeah, I think it was political. It was about the governor, Governor Cuomo. And they're like, yeah, this is hate speech and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, what? Why? I'm like,
yeah, dude, it's BS, dude. They were totally discriminated against if you lean right or whatever at all, or like, dude.
I'm not discrimination, right? But I consider myself a moderate at times. Like, I'm not like across the board right wing, full right.
Yeah, I'm definitely like with gun rights, as you guys can probably imagine, I'm definitely no compromise, like shall not be infringed. But like I agree with a lot of social programs, dude, like food stamps, Social Security. I'm totally for those. I've been to countries where they don't have those.
That's how I get food on my table, dude. I'm retired.
Yeah, right.
I'm disabled. I need Social Security.
And like
kids get it.
Not every country has that shit. Like if you go to a country that doesn't have any of that, I'm like, dude, people are destitute. Like,
well,
so I agree with that shit, right? So yeah, so like
free healthcare. They have no teeth, and
dental isn't covered. Dental,
the teeth are fucked. Yeah. And
like, dude, you can get stabbed in the throat when you got to sit there and wait like 2 hours in an ER to get seen. Like, at least it's free. Yeah. You dead yet? No, all right.
Yeah. But
yeah, so I agree with that stuff. So I don't know what the hell I am, dude. I'm a registered Republican, but I'm kind of like
I was a liberal when I was a teenager.
Yeah, same. I think a lot of people were, dude. I think a lot of people were.
I was very liberal. I was in art school. I was with, I was very left leaning. And then I ended up becoming an adult. And had like kids in the house and things like that, and I was like, you know what? Maybe my thought process is off. I'm not. I mean, yeah, I have a heart, but I need my brain comes first. Like I need your bleeding heart can only go so far when you need a brain.
Yeah, I like that saying. If you're young and you're not liberal, you have no heart. If you're old, If you're old and you're not a conservative, you have no brain or something like that.
Winston Churchill.
There you go. That's it.
That's who it was. Yes.
I love that guy, bro. You can't quote him in the UK now. That's classed as racist, and you get arrested for some of his quotes.
The UK is fucked. The UK, you can't even have a gun in a bathing suit on the undergrounds and the tubes in their subways. They banned swimsuit ads in England, in London. The
last time I was over was for 2 weeks in 2010 and crashed on my bro's couch. Pepper spray in the UK, if you get caught with pepper spray, you get 5 years, dude.
Pepper spray?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It hurts a lot. You ever get pepper sprayed? No.
Yep. They'll give you 5 years, dude. It's the same penalty as if you had a Glock on you. If you had a pistol on you, the same penalty. Or for a pocket knife.
I just find it laughable with all the the dumpsters for all the knives.
Yeah.
And then they go and run people over with a car. What are you gonna do? Like create a giant parking lot?
Car control. Well, dude, they're talking about GPSs and knives and shit, and we should make all knives dull.
I'm like,
people are retarded, man.
You know, why don't you just get some plasticware?
Dude, eventually they're gonna be like, "Hey, you need to go to the police station and get your hands and feet cut off. You can beat someone to death."
Bro. Plastic that's not. You're not thinking progressively enough.
But yeah, you can't own anything for the sole purpose of self-defense in the UK. Like, legit, there is nothing. You can get a rape alarm, which is you push a button and it makes a loud noise. Beep, 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 beep. But if they just smash it on the ground, you're fucked. I mean, the only consolation is that your rape, murder, or whatever's going to happen to you will probably be caught on a high-definition camera. So that's nice.
So what do they do to the criminals? Like double? Is it double?
Never carry.
Oh, no, their justice system is super weak. So whatever your sentences are super weak anyway, but you only have to do half your time. So you get 5 years, you do 2.5. And they get fish and chip Fridays. You can get a PlayStation 3 in their prisons if you're good. Yep.
Well,
most of Europe is like that. Most of Western Europe is super, super soft and weak.
Makes no sense.
That's why they got so much crime. The violent crime is so much higher in the UK than America. Right. Yeah, what do you have to fear? No one can defend themselves. And if you get caught, you go to jail for what? A year, 6 months, and get a PS3. You know what I mean?
Well, they got iPads.
I want to be a criminal in UK now.
Right, and the ones coming in the country, which I don't want to say, but the ones coming in, they're used to hanging around a bunch of guys, anyways.
Well, get this, right? Their society is war-torn, those dudes that are coming in the UK. They come from hard war-torn societies. Then they come into super woke SJW socialist culture of Western Europe. And they're like, dude, this is we could rob and steal whatever we want. Yep. You know what I mean? Like everyone's
all the women look like hookers to them because they don't.
Yep.
Women being completely covered.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole right now.
No, yeah, that's not.
It's
a channel yanker there.
Of course, we could talk about the dream I had last night.
What was your dream?
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Well, I dreamt that there was this really world-class hockey team taking on all comers of high schoolers hockey teams on, of all things, a soccer field. And Razor Ramon gave me his gold, and then Mike Huckabee.
Nice of him.
Mike Huckabee drank blood at a cathedral with hookers.
Not
Mike Huckabee.
Not Micah Huckabee.
He's a Mormon.
Dude, I feel like he's probably done that before in his life multiple times.
Mike Huckabee? Probably.
Yeah.
You actually had this dream, Brian?
That was last night.
Holy crap.
Right?
Doesn't he have a band? Isn't he in a band?
Yeah, he plays bass. He is a member of the CFR.
Drinking blood with his groupies after the show.
Yeah, at a cathedral.
Yeah. You have an interesting morning there, buddy.
Right? I just hope
I mean, it's this cabin fever. I mean, my imagination doesn't stop working when I'm asleep. Apparently.
I wish I could dream. I very rarely dream. I just like sleep and wake up.
Mine, yeah.
I have vivid dreams when I do.
I'm sure you do. You just like me. You don't remember them.
And then my cat woke me up because he wanted to snack.
Mine are always doing that.
Like screaming, But
lately, Brian, my one cat, has been driving me crazy during Pete's dreams. He comes running in and bounces on my sore leg. He'll come running in.
No one likes an egg pussy.
And then the other night, he got tangled up in my headset cord. I could have killed him. I'm trying to get up to reach up, to mute myself on the StreamYard link, but he's pulling my head down because he's tangled up in the cord. I'm like, son of a bitch, kill you, cat.
All right, but ladies and gentlemen, listen.
I'm lucky. My cat's old and lazy.
Oh yeah, this looks like a real go-getter. Can't do that.
What are you saying, Mike?
Brian. Yes, Brian, Sonny, and Tina, I am going to bid you all adieu because today is Wednesday. It's Kid Day, and they'll be here shortly. And you'll see little. If I'm still streaming, you'll see gremlins jumping on my back. So
yeah, I'm waiting on groceries to get here.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk my doggo as well.
Oh yeah, my dog. After you said that, my dog was like.
All right, Mikey. Love you, buddy.
All right. Love you too, guys. Tina, nice seeing you. And please feel better, okay?
Working on it.
Keep me abreast as to what's going on.
Absolutely, my friend.
All right.
I will.
All right.
See you, Sonny Cats. See you, Brian.
Sonny and Brian.
Later, guys.
Later, guys.
Keep yourselves busy. All right?
Yep.
Okie doke.
Be safe.
Peace out. Be safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Deuces.